Hello everyone! In this vlog I will be finishing a bunch of things I wanted to finish for a while now, but they've always kind of been in a back burner. These kind of things, you still keep thinking about those. So let's stop wasting time thinking about those things and just get them done. I'd like to start with a squirrel update. For those who don't know, a quick timeline. The moment we moved in here 2 months ago, it turned out that Squirrel has access to the ceiling in our bedroom. Basically, there's a hole outside. It can enter the upper part of the townhome wherever she or he wants. We just cannot sleep fine because of that. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the night, almost always in the morning. I do wear earplugs, but when there's someone tap dancing right over you, it's not very helpful. We let the property manager know right away. A couple of days later, someone came to check it out. They told us that they would be cutting off the branches and filling in the hole. We were like, go for it. They did cut the branches eventually 1 month later, and that was interesting as well. Property manager came with 2 contractors, I think. Stas was there and they discussed what branches would be cut off. Stas left, property manager left as well, and those contractors, they didn't cut off all the branches. When Stas went out, saw it, no one was there, so he had to call the property manager and let her know that contractors should come back. They came back and they were like, so what are we supposed to cut? Stas explained them and they cut off the branches. In the end of the day, it didn't do anything because Squirrel turned out to be a pretty smart creature. She finds a way to enter this hole in another way. Right the same day, we let the property manager know that, you know what, it's great that you cut the branches, but it didn't do anything. You still need to fill in the hole. And she was like, oh yeah, there is a ticket for that. It was a month ago. Nothing happened during this month. No one contacted us. And this Squirrel woke us up very early today, and I asked us to write to her again and just straightforwardly ask her when this is going to get fixed, because we haven't been sleeping normally for 2 months. And you know what she said? She let us know that she was here on Monday in the backyard and she didn't find this hole. Mind you, we both work from home. I assume we might have missed someone entering the backyard because we're not tracking it all the time. Let's assume she did come. She checked out the hole. She didn't find it. That might have happened. And she hasn't told us about that. We've been waiting for this to get fixed for almost 2 months at this point, and she just came here and that's it. Sounds like a pile of bullshit to me, but who knows for real? I wouldn't be surprised at this point. The moment she let us know this today, Stas sent her a picture of the hole and she was like, I'm coming here today with contractors. I'm just wondering, did she plan to do this anyways? Or it's just a magical coincidence that we contacted her today and today she was planning to do that? If you're renting, there is so much frustration with how rentals are managed. For instance, one of the things I will be doing today is cleaning in the backyard. This is definitely something we should be taking care of, but there's a pile of random garbage there from the previous tenants. And I have this strong suspicion that there was no turnover cleaning between us and the previous tenants, judging by the state of how everything looked when we came here. They did repaint the walls and it's obvious they're clean, fresh, but cleanliness and stuff like random junk in the backyard, it's a major red flag. There is so much frustrating experience with renting in Canada. You can see something buried here. Looks like some junk, some bricks, some bottle cap, some random bricks lying around. There was more junk here, but because of the weeds, it's hard to see now. Like, what is this? Is this a spoon? What's happening? I want to get rid of the weeds, at least in here, and organize stuff. It's all his gardening things. I'm not a gardening person at all, but I do get out here every day and I just want to clean this place and organize it because it's so annoying. And I've been wanting to do it forever now.
I am waiting for a bus at the end of the night on the street.
I have an audience. My cats love to watch me work, jump rope here, do whatever. It must be so entertaining for them. I am done cleaning this backyard. Sas came out and helped me. Turned out he wanted to accumulate compost, but it was randomly lying around in the backyard. So he assigned this spot for compost, and it looks pretty ordered to me. That's how the rest of it looks like. I think it's just so much better. First of all, I now have space to jump rope here, and it looks much cleaner overall. This is going to be Stas stuff. Sorrel, Stas said that he'll be taking care of it tomorrow and getting it back to his plant lane. I don't know, I just called it this way. His plants are all here, and the next week he'll be borrowing trimmer from our friends, so backyard will be looking halfway decent for a very short period of time. Next thing on my agenda is to vacuum the car. We have this small vacuum we usually use for cleaning it, and I did want to give it a go with our new Dyson vacuum cleaner when we got it back in Edmonton. But there were so many other things to do back then that I never got to it, and I've been thinking about it from time to time ever since. So I'm finally just gonna go and do it. Also wanted to show you Stas's latest project, Tiffany lamp. This is so cool. But the only thing he still wants to do is to cover these silver spots with dark paint, but it's not really paint. I love it. The last thing on my list is to clean my makeup brushes. I've had this cleaning kit since we moved here and been thinking that it would be great to wash my brushes. Even though I've had them forever and I'm considering buying a new set, I have no idea when I'm gonna get to that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my makeup brushes. One of the things that has been helping me with procrastination is when I tell myself all the time you waste thinking about something, you could have just done it. It doesn't always help, like with these things I'm doing today. There's still some backlog that exists, but this idea has been helping me immensely to get things done. It's end of July, meaning that it's also end of my self-discipline challenge. I want to sum it up and share my results. I ranged each point based on the percentage rate, starting from the least successful to the most successful. The idea is not to treat it too seriously, and in this more of a playful approach, work on your discipline muscle. I've been refraining from some things for a month, and I have promised to do some things for a month. Starting with, I've been refraining from dinner except a vegetable smoothie with protein, or except when I'm attending a social event. I used to be on intermittent fasting. I am not anymore, and I was trying to make my dinner as hassle-free as it was during intermittent fasting. And out of all 10 times I've been doing this self-discipline challenge, this is my worst result actually. I did start this part of the challenge with an intention to come up with a delicious smoothie recipe, and the problem is I never did. For the part of the challenge I was actually sticking to it. I did try to experiment, but most of the smoothies I did were average. I didn't enjoy them that much, and a big revelation for me, it's much easier not to eat anything in the evening rather than eat something repetitive. Also, this was the month when I finally decided to start tracking my calories and nutrients. This was very revealing as well. I realized that by eating this smoothie, I'm not getting enough nutrients for the day, so at some point I mostly let this go. I didn't push myself through it, and my success rate here is 67%, meaning I stick to this esquisses for 22 days out of 33. I tried. I really did. Second one was a promise to jump rope for 10 minutes every day. In order to actually fulfill this promise, I did set a timer for 12 minutes because I'm not actually jumping for 10 minutes in a row. I did manage to stick to this promise for 25 days out of 33, making it 76% success rate, which is not bad. Some of the things I've realized, it's very hard to jump rope when it's hot outside. There were a couple of scorchers this month. And you know those people who run whatever the weather is? I'm not this person. It's pretty difficult for me to push myself through weather conditions. Also, those days I skipped and then got back to it. Turned out that after making at least one day break, it was way more easier for me to get more jumps in a row. Whether I'm gonna stick to it or not, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not every day. I was hoping I would get more joy out of it. The whole idea that I have actually been doing it for so many days is also a success for me. Googling random stuff. Okay, I got this at 26 days out of 33, making it 79% rate, together with a promise I forgot to mention in the original video to do a certain meditation every day. And I also stuck to it for 26 days, making it 79%. With Googling random things, it's a bit difficult because when I was taking it up, I thought that every time I would be asking myself question whether I really need this information or it's just some random itch I want to go through with and I just don't need it. And the thing is that I just wasn't asking myself every time. And a couple of times I just found myself Googling random stuff I don't really need. My brain was still loaded with some unnecessary information, but less than usually for sure. Then there was uploading 2 videos a week. This one will be 9th and I will not be uploading video number 10. It takes me to 90% success rate. Honestly, out of all promises and esquisses I took up, I was least certain about this one, but 9 videos a month for me with the way I usually upload, this is a win. I didn't go with video number 10 because at this point I am just totally burnt out and I don't want to push myself. The big intention for me was to film a couple of videos that are more labor intensive than usual vlogs, such as laser resurfacing and my tattoo removal journey. I did those and I've been thinking about those for months, if not years at this point, and I'm just happy that I did. Esquisses number 5 was to give up eating cheese, and it's 32 out of 33 days, 97% success rate. You know, this one was easy. There were a couple of days when I was not my best with all of this challenge. I generally felt unmotivated to do whatever. We went to Costco a couple of weeks ago and we did buy egg bites that we've put to the fridge, and I was planning to try them after the challenge. But during one of those days, I felt so sad. I really wanted to eat a couple of egg bites and they're with cheese, so I did. I was hoping they would be more delicious though. There is esquisses and a promise that I did achieve 100% rate. The first one is to refrain from watching YouTube videos, movies, TV shows, and browsing Instagram. I did open Instagram once, but it was for an exception, so it's fine. Also, it's not the first time I'm doing this esquisses, so I'm very confident about this one. And the one I'm super proud about is walking every day for at least an hour. Even in those bad days, I did push myself to go for a walk, and I am absolutely happy I did, that I didn't give up. The one thing I know for sure is that it helped me with my backache immensely. If you've been watching some of my previous vlogs, it is a real issue for me. Am I gonna keep walking every day? I really doubt it. Mostly because I did push myself through really hot days, like when it was 30, 32 degrees. I'm happy that I did, but I don't feel like doing that in the future. I think that walking 4 days a week is a must. I was hoping that it would influence my mood more, make me a happier person, but it didn't. So I don't really see the point of pushing myself too much. And in terms of not watching YouTube, movies, TV shows, not using Instagram, I'm gonna be using all of that. I think it's important with social media and media entertainment in general to set some specific boundaries, and I will be thinking about those a little bit more. I did delete my Facebook account many years ago, totally don't regret it. I did delete my Instagram account and lived without Instagram for a year, and then I've made a new one. My big revelation is that if you learn to use those in moderation, or maybe even scarcely, there is nothing bad about that. I also don't watch reels. I'm just browsing my friends' stories, rarely upload something, and maybe communicate with someone, and that's it. My approach with social networks is to try to use them as social networks. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe you decided to start a self-discipline challenge as well? Let me know in the comments. It's exciting to learn so many things about yourself. I think it's not the last time I'm doing that. I'm usually giving myself a couple months break for the challenges because you need to really want to do that. I will be ending the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to. Bye.